Welcome to Parenting in a Tech World, a podcast that aims to help you make sense of raising kids in the digital age. FOMO, or fear of missing out, starts early in kids. As you might remember, it's usually the main reason they fight bedtime tooth and nail when they're young, as they're afraid they may miss something once they fall asleep. In today's hyper-connected world, FOMO hits teens and tweens in a different way thanks to phones and social media. When we were growing up, we only knew if people were hanging out without us once we got back to school and heard about it. Today, kids can know instantly what all of their friends are doing 24/7 in real time, which can hurt if they're left out. In this episode, we'll teach you some ways to help deal with FOMO when it rears its ugly head so your child can feel better about living in the moment.
Okay, I know I personally deal with FOMO. It's hard not to.
Same.
It's really, especially in a world where, I do have some of my friends' locations, and before they all decided to move across the country, I could see if they were together, and I was not. And that's hard even as a 31-year-old. So I can't imagine how it makes kids feel. So what are the negative effects of FOMO on kids?
Oof. Before I get into that, I just want to help everybody level set with I was on Instagram this morning. It's where the social media I say I'd spend most of my time. And based on my feed, what I should have done by now is soaked my face in a tub of ice water for 10 minutes to help me look more youthful. Brushed and flossed. I didn't floss this morning. Done some core exercises, maybe grabbed a quick cardio, had a healthy, sugar-free, balanced breakfast that prioritized protein. I mean, the list goes on and on. Oh, and I should have invested in 7 rental properties to generate side income. And I should have told my husband, 5 affirmations to, restore our relation. It's just give me a freaking break.
Yeah.
Oh, and all the pillows should have been pluffed and the thing in the middle
chop.
that people did the chop. Make my bed like the Navy SEALs do before I leave the house. Take my multivitamins. No. So anyway, I feel it.
Yeah.
I feel the FOMO. But not only that, and not to mention everybody went somewhere. Everybody's always going somewhere. I don't know who you people are that can just go to Greece or the Bahamas or take your private jet somewhere, but maybe share less.
Yes.
Because I am stuck in Atlanta for the majority of my life and I need to be at the beach instead, okay? So, but you asked me about none of that. You asked me about the kids. Let's talk about the kids. Let's talk about the kids, Sam. In all honesty, the negative effects of children experiencing FOMO, which is very real. I also call it the comparison trap.
Mm-hmm.
It's emotional dysregulation, sadness, anger, anxiety. Also sneaking behind your back and downloading apps or using them at a friend's house because they're addicted.
Mm.
It's one of the worst and pervasive ways to make children feel like they are not good enough. They are not enough of anything, that they are not measuring up, to create dissatisfaction in a world that we know is hard, and we need to help optimize joy and gratitude even in the tough times.
Yep.
It's one of the worst paradoxes ever.
Yeah, and you can't escape it either. To your point, we're constantly on our phones, so we're constantly seeing all of these things.
Mm-hmm.
It is really, really hard to avoid experiencing FOMO or experiencing the comparison trap.
Mm-hmm.
That said, because there are so many different ways you can experience it, what are the types of apps that are encouraging FOMO or make it worse? I think we probably have a top contender, which is just par for the course.
Yeah. I would say the app that exacerbates FOMO the most is Snapchat. It's extra serious because teens are using it for everyday communication, just like texting, but it also throws in your face where everybody is and where you're not. The filters can be, while fun in some cases, super problematic, right? I mean, man, it would have been nice at 14 to just do something and get rid of all my acne.
Yeah.
That would have been amazing. Or make myself tanner or make myself thinner or taller or my teeth whiter, And now kids are doing that and thinking that's reality when it's absolutely not.
No.
So yeah, Snapchat makes FOMO worse, and your kids will beg you for it. They're going to say, I'm going to be left out. All my friends have it. If I don't have it, I won't be included. Do you want me to have friends? And it's like, of course I do. I love you. But because I love you, I actually want you to be left out of this, and this negative thing.
Yeah.
But we are going to prioritize in real life communication, in real life experiences, so you can build authentic social connections with humans in a way that matters and in a way that's not fake and in a way that doesn't contribute to FOMO.
I love it. Yeah. And I think, Snapchat is definitely the number one that we see come into the Facebook group where parents are like, help, I know that I shouldn't give in to this, but they're telling me I'm going to be left out. I can't talk to my friends. Like it is absolutely the biggest problem when it comes to this.
Yeah.
Amongst many others. So what are some ways that parents can kind of help their kids deal with FOMO, navigate through it, a little less sad?
Yeah. Well, I would say please make digital detoxes a part of everyday life. While I was waiting on Uber Eats to bring me some Advil, I had my phone up while we were recording. But other than that, like off, right? Like I'm focused on you right now, Sam, and everybody listening. I don't need to know about pings and dings from Instagram and Gmail and whatever. Keep phones out of the bedroom. Maybe turn the Wi-Fi off for a little bit, unless your house alarm is connected to it or whatever. Just get outside. You don't always have to have a smartwatch tracking every move.
Yep.
Like, just be free.
Yeah.
Be free and barefoot for a little bit in the grass,
Yes.
Also, talk through how other people's highlight reels are very often not accurate.
Yes.
And instead of just talking at your kids, because sometimes they'll tune you out, ask them, like, hey, have you ever seen something online that you like really admired, but maybe also made you feel bad about yourself? Or like, who do you most admire online and why? And if they say something to you like, well, I really love this beauty influencer because she has like the smoothest skin, you can be like, maybe she does, or maybe it's a filter. Like, you don't know.
Yep.
So yeah, just talk through and even give examples from your own life. Like I know that for a long time I would only, and I still do this too, actually, guilty, but like I'll really only post things online that I feel like I look decent in.
Yep.
I'm not showing you my hoarder closet where I have things from like my high school days because they're nostalgic,
right.
And it's like not organized like the Container Store level, right? It's just a mess.
Yeah.
Right. You're only going to see my like curated things that make me look like cool, you know? So yeah, explain how you're contributing to the problem.
Yep.
By only posting your good angles and the highlight reel of your life.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say the next thing is to focus on real world connections. Like you and I talk almost every day,
Yep.
a lot through Slack.
Yep.
But being with you in real life is so much more valuable.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And that's what we need to help our children understand. They need in real life human interaction more than any of us.
Yes.
And now more than ever. Please limit social media as much as possible. I'm not saying you have to completely ban it, but like less is more. Treat it like sugar. Treat it like sugar. This is coming to you from a sugar and social media addict. I laugh a lot of times when I see the memes about JOMO, the joy of missing out.
Oh, yes.
It's like, how when you were a kid, you would fight naps, and now as an adult, you're like, please, can I just nap?
Yes.
Or like me as somebody who struggles sometimes with being an extroverted introvert and anxiety, like I want to be invited to the thing, but I don't really want to go to the thing.
Yes.
But please don't stop asking me.
Yes.
I really want you to want me to be there.
Yeah.
And I do want to be there, but maybe for only like 5 minutes. And then I'm like, I want to leave, So it's like the JOMO, the joy of missing out. Sometimes it's really nice to not be there.
Yeah.
I don't know how to convey that to kids yet. But you can just laugh about it,
Yeah.
Be like, hey, it's so funny because when I was your age, I wanted to go to everything and be in the front row of the concert and be at every party. And now I'm just tired.
Yeah. I'm happy to be home.
I'm happy to be home.
Yes.
So yeah, I don't know, but it is hard. And I think I have said this on every podcast, but it bears repeating. Hopefully we're getting more and more listeners that maybe haven't heard all of the episodes yet, but I would like to urge you to fight the urge to give your kid everything that they're telling you they want and need. They're going to tell you, I want this, I need this, and I'm going to be left out if I don't have it. And while you don't want them to be left out of uplifting social connection that is authentic, you do want them to be left out of addictive algorithms, harmful content, harmful people that contributes negatively to the narrative of this comparison trap and of FOMO. It is okay to say no to social media for your kids, even if all of their friends have it. You are not a bad parent if you feel that tugging in your heart that it's not right for them. And you are not a bad parent if you say, it's not, you can't, what am I trying to say? You're not a bad parent if you're like, it's not a no forever, it's a no for now.
Yep.
And I'm prioritizing your physical and mental health. Your job as a child's parent is not to be their best friend right now. It's to be their friend later. Right now, it's your job to be their parent. And as a parent, you've got to guide them in the way they should go because they are not mature enough to make those decisions on their own. So you can help reduce your child's FOMO and help them not fall into that comparison trap just by limiting their access to social media. It's an actually really easy fix.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for listening and joining us. If you want to take one thing away from today, I would say next time you're riding in your car with your child or going on a walk, because movement is helpful for these sort of conversations, start by being vulnerable with them and saying like, hey, you know what? I've spent some time on whatever platform. And while I'm really interested and entertained by this comment, I realize that I'm feeling less than. I feel like I'm not smart enough, thin enough, fast enough, rich enough, talented enough, successful enough, whatever. And if I'm feeling that as an adult, I think back to when I was younger, when I was a child, when I was a teenager, and how much more so I would be affected by that. And I wonder, do you feel any of that? How do you feel when you spend time on X, Y, and Z? Or do you notice your friends struggling to achieve goals that might be unrealistic and unhealthy for them? So see if you can have that combo with your kid. And if you feel like letting us know how it went, we'd love to hear because we are here for you.